get my thoughts off for a minute, all right? I don't look at myself as anything other than a regular person. I mean, if y'all or any of these content creators has ever seen me in real life, if you've ever been to a meetup, the same way that I'm online is exactly how I am now. You know what I'm saying? I think that I was blessed earlier in my life, and we're going to get into the show shortly. I think I was blessed early in my life to have resources. Thank you. I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly, or that Cash App shortly. I think I was blessed earlier in my life to have resources and then to lose it all. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went broke and I lost it all, it gave me a sense of reality, because then I was used to money, and I was also used to not having nothing from growing up and then losing it again. And so when I finally started getting resources again and I came up, humility had already set in. Not humility for the people and, the trolls and stuff like that, but humility in real life. And when I say humility, anybody that has ever met me will tell you I am not no Hollywood type dude at all. I am very much just excited to kick it with you. If I see you in the streets, I always tell people, say what up. You know what I'm saying? Don't trip. Let's get to it. Yo, what up? How you doing, man? I appreciate you. I have a genuine, sincere love for what I do, and I'm very appreciative of what I do. So it's kind of weird sometimes lately. And I don't know if it's just more visibility. You continuing to grow. You don't really take into consideration who you are and stuff like that. But it's weird because, man, when I just see people like on the low recording like this, I'm like, maybe I need to chill out some, because I'm out there. I'm gonna be at the court, front row center. I'm eating, paying for things, walking around with all of the ladies, doing whatever it is that I want to do. But I'm starting to be a lot more apprehensive. Honest to God, I'm starting to be a lot more apprehensive to where, I don't care. I'm gonna just be out and having a good time. But then it's just weird. It was weird, man. Like, I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain it, but it was very, very weird. And I didn't like the feeling of it. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't like it. And I can't imagine what it would be like to be the Ben Afflecks and the J-Lo's and the Leonardo DiCaprios, and they can't go nowhere. They can't go to the grocery store. They can't do none of that. I was out and about yesterday, and I see Mike Epps, and Mike Epps got a comedy club that he recently opened up here, and he got Day Days, which is like a bar. And so he got a lot of investments here in downtown Detroit. And I was just kind of watching how people was moving around him. You know what I'm saying? And he was very like cool with people or whatever. And he always take pictures, and he a good energy type of dude. But then it's like people that overstep their boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And in Detroit in particular, a lot of people, everybody feel like they're a celebrity in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is somebody to somebody in Detroit. But it was like people was interrupting him while he was like kind of trying to do his thing. And, and I'm not going to put his business out there of, what he was doing and all of that, because that ain't necessary for the story. But people was just like, they didn't care. They genuinely didn't care about if he was with somebody or if he was busy or none of that. They just going to interrupt him, and they going to do what they want to do. And it's like, he got to be on 100% of the time. And I could probably, I'm pretty sure that it was people probably recording him on the low just to say, oh man, I see Mike Epps. That's a nasty feeling, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? Because most people, including Mike Epps, every time I've ever seen him, he's been incredibly personable. He has had no airs about him. A lot of times he walk around by himself, and so it's weird. But I want to say this, as I got weirded out, I think I'm going to start moving a little bit different. Like, I just don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I like going to the show with my daughter and stuff. I like just going out and hanging out and chilling with the people. And so rather than feeling weirded out, I'd rather make adjustments. That's number one. Number two, I want to say this also because a content creator hit me up and was like, oh, I'm feeling some type of way about the fact that you did a reaction video. And of course it was a woman. Content creator hit me up and was saying they was feeling some type of way. Actually, they didn't hit me up. They tagged me in something, and then they was, having a conversation. And so we was kind of going back and forth in the comments. And I guess they realized that they was overly sensitive, and they wound up removing a video and all of this other stuff, right? Which I don't care. But here's the thing. This is the real lesson in this. And I'm going to read the super chats. Thank you to everybody holding me down. All right. Here's the thing. Content creators, y'all got to get thicker skin. You have to get thicker skin. Do not, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you're on YouTube. I don't care if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or whatever. If you want to classify yourself as a content creator, as a matter of fact, let's not even say content creators. People that want to put every detail of their thought and their business online, you're going to have to understand that other people is going to react to it and they're going to feel some type of way about it. Now, I do feel like there should be rules to the game, but you can't force anybody to do anything. You shouldn't talk about, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't deep dive into other things that's not content creation. So, you know, I would never go after somebody's husband or anything like that in particular unless they wanted to insert themselves into a conversation. But if you decide that you want to be a content creator and you spill all of your guts, like I'll give you an example, right? One of the girls that had got kind of bothered by the reaction video that you guys had sent me was the chick that had got her, I'm sorry, it's funny. The chick that had got her Uber Tesla repoed. She on there coughing, sneezing in her hands, and then rubbing her hair and stuff. And so in the reaction video, I'm paying attention to the content in the video. I'm like, man, that's wild. Like, ooh, you know what I'm saying? You sneezing and you going in your hands and touching your hair and, you know, you out here down bad, telling all of your business and all of that stuff. And so you've monetized it and you're making money and you begging people in order to donate and go to your stuff and all of this stuff and you making money from it. Okay, cool. So you made this available for the general public, but now you only want to hear it. And the people in my chat, they know. I tell people all the time that is on this chat, I say, listen, moderators, do not censor people that got a different of opinion than me, as long as they're not getting overly disrespectful, you know, talking about your daughter or your wife or something like that, that ain't even on the live stream or something. That's completely different. But if I have an opinion and I put it out there, I'm not tripping on whether or not people want to react to it and they have a difference of opinion or they feel some type of way. If I say, well, listen, I'm rolling with Trump or Kamala Harris is trash or blah, 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 blah. If somebody say, no, you trash and I disagree with you, okay, cool. And so when you put yourself out there or you give your opinion, you can't then tell people how they supposed to respond to it or whether they got a difference of opinion with you. I believe that I'm pretty respectful. I've grown to be incredibly respectful. I even go so far as to say, you know, this is not about them in particular, but this is about what it is that they're communicating, and that's what we're going to rock with. Hey, listen, don't talk about that. Let's only stay on subject. Lately, I've been talking about politics, right? And I've been really heavy into politics on my other channel. And so, you know, a lot of people, they'll go into, well, she must be a single. I don't even care if you're a single baby mama. I don't care what you are. I'm focused on your talking points at that particular time. And that's what it is that I do. But you got to understand when you insert this game and you want to make sure that you getting your stuff off and you making yourself available to the general public and you telling all of your business and you saying how you got repoed and you getting homeless and all of this stuff. Everybody not going to agree with you and everybody is not going to rock out with you. So if you want to get into this content creation game, I'm going to just tell you, A, it's hard, B, it's savage, and C, you're going to have to develop thicker skin. I didn't make the rules of the game. This is the way that it's always been. You're going to have thick skin. And you also going to have to learn how to monetize the hate. That's the gem. Because, you know, I'm not just going to tell you to have thick skin without giving you a solution to your problem. You got to understand that hate and love is the same energy. It's the same energy. It takes just as much energy to hate as it does to love. But they both come with money. As a matter of fact, I've learned in my content creation journey, because I'm an OG in this thing, I've learned that people that hate in a lot of instances are more profitable than people that love you. Or people that are fair weather fans, I don't even care about them. I love people that hate. As a matter of fact, I lean into it. So when I see people when they say, oh, I hate him, he bragging or whatever. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. That generates an emotion. Because the worst thing that you can do, and this is some game for y'all to get some thicker skin, the worst thing that you can do as a content creator is be forgettable. If people don't care, then that's a problem. If people don't do reaction videos, that's why I be laughing at a lot of these guys and they be feeling some type of way. I be like, listen, fam, nobody is doing a reaction video on you. They doing them on me, which means that I'm in an algorithm. I'm hot right now. I'm going to be trending and I'm going to make a lot of money from this. The most money that I make in these months is when people feel some type of way about some of the stuff that I say. And the bag chaser, shout out to the Patreon members. You see my deposits, you see what goes on, and so you see how it plays out. And so what y'all gonna have to understand is that hate, and I call it the Mayweather effect, is they gonna pay to see you lose or they gonna pay to see you win. They gonna give you those watch hours. Either way, but make sure that they pay. Leverage the visibility. If somebody with a huge platform does a reaction video to you, either way, and especially somebody like me that always link back to the content creator and give them credit or tell people, hey, listen, if you like it or you don't like it, go and talk about it. Leverage it and get the visibility and learn how to play chess, not checkers. Don't let your emotions control you. Try to figure out how you can bottle that up and then turn it into something bigger. You never know when somebody gonna give you some more visibility. You never know when you're gonna hit. You never know when you're gonna catch the wave or catch lightning in a bottle. It comes once in a lifetime, and most people go viral and then they're forgotten about. And if you cannot capitalize off of it, then that is a problem. Why are you in this game? Ask yourself this question. Why are you in this game? Why do you want to be a content creator? And please don't tell me it's for the love of the game. I call bullshit. It could be for multiple different reasons. You can want to give game. I agree with that. You could want to get visibility and fame. Cool. You could want to help people, but at the same time feel like you should be compensated accordingly as a result of it. Awesome. Get that money. But if you're here just for validation, you in the wrong game. You need to go and get some therapy. You need to go and get some friends. You need to get an emotional support animal. If you're here for validation and you only want to be here because you want to feel better about yourself, you are in the wrong game. You are going to suffer tremendously. Nobody cares about your feelings. They only care about whether you A, entertaining them, B, giving them some information, or C, pushing the narrative and moving the needle forward. That's it. If you want to be in this content creation game, if you pick up that phone or you pick up that device or you put that camera on and you feeling some type of way because people don't agree with you or somebody come back at you with a bigger platform or whatever it is that they want to do, then you going to have to develop some thicker skin. If you're going to run for politics, I would never, at this point in my life, based off of what it is that I see, I don't want to run for politics because they will rip everything about your life apart. They will go after your kinfolk, skin folk, kid folk, all of that. I understand the game. I don't want to be a part of it. I understand what comes along with corporate America. When I turned the camera on, I said, listen, I can't say where it is that I work, or I'm going to have to be careful what I say until I get to a certain point. Then I'm going to turn the camera on. Then I'm going to be okay with whatever the consequences is that come along with it. It's rules to the game, and you can't control the rules. The only thing you can do is determine whether or not you want to get in the game in the first place. If you get in this game, get some thick skin. Learn how to monetize it. Put your big girl and your big boy panties on. Not the big boy panties. Put your big girl and your big boy panties on. And know that it's going to come with some visibility that you may not want, or your parents may find something out, or all of that type of stuff. I'm also aware that, okay, well, Anton, you're growing, you're getting a bigger platform, you're getting more visibility. Now you got to move a little bit different. You got to move a little bit different. I can't just be out in the streets all the time now. That's the rules of the game. I'm well compensated as a result of it, so I'm not ever going to look for nobody to feel sorry for me. But it's rules to the game. It's rules to the game. And everybody want to be famous, and everybody want to get in this game, and everybody want to be a content creator until they see that other side of the game. I'm never, ever going to lose sleep over a person that has no profile picture, that feels some type of way about you in the comments at the same time they giving you money and making sure that they give you those watch hours and visibility. I will never, ever feel bad about that. Y'all going to have to get some thick skin. I don't know where they got this group of extra sensitive content creators that's out now, but nobody is going to stop. Nothing changes. It happens to us all. You're not special. Get in the game, coach, and learn how to monetize people's hate for you just as much as you're looking for the love. Listen, if you love me, but this is not profitable, I'm good. If you hate me, but we make a bunch of money as a result of it, I'm with that. You missing the gym. Do you want to be liked or do you want to be rich? Do you want to be liked or do you want to be rich? If you can't not discern the options between the two, then hold off until you can so you can make an informed decision on whether or not you should be in this game. All right, let's go.